Hi everyone, it's Helen here and thank you very much for joining me for today's video. So today we are still doing Halloween and this is the Haunted House Lantern die set from Simply Made Crafts. I love this. This is so much fun. I have some samples here from Vicky from the design team and a sample here that I've made as well. Now, I don't know where to start. I want to spend a little bit of time just showing you these three samples and then we'll jump straight into the tutorial. If you want to skip straight to the tutorial, just skip ahead if you don't want to see what I have to show you here first. So let's start with this one in the middle here actually, because this is actually a lantern die set, but you can also turn it into a gift box and you can also turn it into a card. Now I'll be showing you everything in detail in just a moment. So this is the die set here. This platform at the bottom I've simply just made using a scoreboard just to make a little platform, and I've used the wonderful papers, the Happy Haunting papers here from Simply Made Crafts as well. Okay, so this opens up just with a little bit of Velcro there. You can use magnets as well, and I've popped in just a little candle here. Let's pop that on, and I'm going to dim the lights as well so that you can get a better look. So let's do that now. Is that going to show up nicely? That is. There we go. And I've popped vellum behind the windows. You get all of the dies in here to make this into a lantern. And we have them at the back as well as the front. You get the ghosts, you get the boo, you get this lovely tiled effect here, and we also have these gates as well. So let's move that aside. Let's move over to Vicky's one now. So she's used some glitter cardstock here just to make her gift box, and she's made solid windows as well. Now Vicky does have a channel, I will link that down below. You even get this lovely gable here, and hers opens up, I believe, with magnets. Let's see if we can get inside. So that just opens up just like that, and you can pop your goodies inside there. So she's assembled hers in a slightly different way to mine, so you can get really creative on doing that. Now she's added the gates as well, and the silhouette of the spooky tree at the back there, and she's added the ghosts as well. So this looks, even though it's from the same die set, the different looks that you can get with this is amazing. Now onto Vicky's card. So it comes down flat just like this, and she's added some lights. So press if you dare, that lights up the window just there. Isn't that so cool? And then you can just pop that up. Now Vicky has said she has made a tutorial for this one, for this card as well, so make sure you pop along there. And I'm not sure when she's releasing the tutorial or in what order she's doing her tutorials, but just go over there and subscribe, and then it's there when you're there for when she posts. So let's clear the deck. I'm just going to turn this candle off now. These things eat batteries, they really do. Right, so let's have a quick look at the set and the dies. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to be cutting out. So here is the die set right here. Let's turn the lights back on again. There we go, it's pretty bright. Okay, so here is the Haunted House Lantern die set. You get 16 dies and you need a large format die cutting machine to cut this out. You get all of the windows here. Might be easier if you look at this one here. So this is the main die. You need to cut 2 of those, which I have done already. I have my 2 bits already done, and you get all of these accessories. So this is the gable window here at the top, so that's a 2-part set to make that gable. And you even have, I don't have any samples made up yet, but you do get straight windows, so that if you want to, you can create a normal house. Now these windows here, they're a little bit wonky, so it kind of goes with that haunted Halloween look, but we have some straight windows here. We kept the door straight as well. So if you wanted to make a nice country cottage with a lovely little cat on the front there, and you can add some leaves to this tree as well if you want to make a nice autumn tree there, that would look really nice. And we have this ordinary roof tile here as well. I've used the jaggedy one there for the Halloween look, but we've also got the scalloped tile as well, just in case you wanted to make a lovely pretty house. And again, these don't have to be spooky at all. These could be nice grandeur, grand gates as well for your house. Okay, so I've got my 2 pieces cut out already, and all I've done is cut 2, and then I've chosen my windows. My windows cut straight into the cardstock there, so it creates the silhouette. And then I've backed the back with some white vellum card or white vellum paper, so I can turn this into a lantern. Or you can do as what Vicky's done here. She's done some simple cutting out as well to back those onto some silver cardstock if you want to make those solid. Or you can just pop something not see-through on the back of these windows as well. That would also work as well. Okay, so let's get started. I am going to actually use a bit of red tape on this as well as glue, because I do like to use both, especially as I'm using glitter cardstock as well. Things can have a hard time sticking to this stuff and then coming undone, so I'm just going to use some red tape here, and the same on this one. Super sticky stuff, this. And where's my bone folder? It's hiding somewhere. I'm using my spare one. There we go. Right, let's get these popped together. So take your backing off. Add some glue on top of that. That's absolutely fine. It won't ruin the sticky or anything like that. It will just make it last longer. If you want to use this year in and year out, if you want to put this away into storage and you want this to last, then definitely use wet glue, acrylic wet glue. I'm using Cosmic Shimmer, and use the red tape as well. Okay, there is our first bit. Right, before we do anything else, we need to lose one of these top tabs here, just one of them. So I'm going to grab my scissors and I'm going to just chop this one. There we go. Okay, and then I'm just going to add just a little bit more tape just to one of these side pieces here. It will all make sense once we put this together. Again, remember to press this right into the card. It's getting rid of all of the air bubbles. And I'll remove that last actually. Okay, so let's get this together. So I'm just going to fold this one in, add some glue, and then fold over. There we are. So because this is glitter cardstock, the red tape is giving me the instant stick, and the glue is going to make sure it stays there for as long as possible. Right, I'm going to go straight for the glue for this one, because this is the base and we can really give this a good press. So I'm just adding my glue all the way around, and then I'm just going to press that down. I'm going to grab my ruler just to press it all down, just in the centre there, hoping the lighting's still okay. Okay, and then I'm just going to just realised I've done something wrong there. I've added the tape there. I should have added one to this side as well. So I'm going to leave that there. I may just add a bit more glitter tape or glitter card. I have some spare card I can just pop on there. So if you do make a boo-boo, there's always a fix. Most of the time there's a fix. And I'm not going to edit that out either, because everybody makes mistakes. Okay, so I have these two bits of tape now. I'm just going to take those backings off. Okay, I'm only adding the glue and the tape because I'm using glitter cardstock. If you're just using ordinary card, you know, you'll be fine with just the glue. I've chosen, and I love Cosmic Shimmer because it dries fast and it doesn't wrinkle your paper either. Even on thin paper it doesn't wrinkle. As long as you don't put too much on, it won't wrinkle your paper like PVA does. So that is another reason why I love the Cosmic Shimmer. It doesn't wrinkle. Okay, so I will fix this by taking this off, and I'll just add another piece of matching glitter cardstock over the top. Okay, I now have this. So what Vicky has done is she has added magnets so that can be folded inside there, just like so. And another way you can do it is you can add Velcro on the other side, just like this one here. Okay, so I have my roof already done. I have quite a few here. I've gone for the spider web actually, and I've got a bit of a gable there. So what I like to do is just grab your bone folder. Oh, I found my spare one now. It was hiding under the roof tiles. Pop that away. Right, so we're going to just curl these upwards just to give them a bit of dimension and texture. So do that on all of them, just so that you can see there it's folding upwards. Okay, so those are all curled upwards now. So we are going to add the first one here to this section here. You may notice it's much longer than the roof. It's so that you can do some staggering and overlapping. So I'm just going to start on this side here and then glue that down. Now I've just trimmed that off. That is our first one down. There we go. So all we have to do now is just add the rest, and I'm just going to start at the bottom here and then work my way up. So I am going to just add glue just along here. And then I'm going to take my next one and then I'm going to stagger it. If you want to add any like metallic accents or paint to the edges of these, that would be great as well. It really add to the effect here. And there's plenty of other pattern papers that you can choose from in the set as well. So I am just going to stagger these. As we work our way up. Okay, so we have enough here for 5 on each side of the roof. If you want to add a 6th one just to pop under there, you can do. That's going to fold down just like that. That's going to be a crazy looking house, I think. Okay, so once that's dried properly, I'm going to trim all that down. So now I'm just going to repeat the same on the other side, and then we will do our Velcro backing. Okay, all of my tiles are on. It does not matter if you go a little bit wonky because it's a Halloween house and you can get away with wonky. So let's get everything trimmed off now. I'm going to be using this part here as a guide. Okay, you can keep these offcuts if you want to add a funny sort of roof to anything else, just a patchy thing. Okay, so let's grab some Velcro now. I love these. I do get questions a lot about these. If I can find them, I will add a link. I get them from Amazon. These are the super slim stick-ons. And what I like to do is trim them in half as well. So let's pop that on. Okay, so on my first one I have a bit of Velcro just there in the center, but for today I'm going to put one on each side. I just think that will help to keep the roof flat. So I'm just going to pop one there, give that a press, a really good press. Pop another one just here. Again, if you want to use magnets, you can do. Give that a really good press. So remove your backing. This one's a little trickier because I did chop this in half, so the easy release was on the other side. But use your pokey tool if you find that easier. There we go. Right, now line everything up, the edge there, before we commit to pressing down fully. There we go. Give that a steady press, don't press too hard. There we go. And then undo this by holding and supporting on this side here. As you can see, it doesn't want to stick, it wants to stay connected to that Velcro. So just gently get your nail in there or your pokey tool just to separate those. There we go. Now I can see here I just used the glue on there, it wants to separate, so let's add some more glue. So just fixing any sort of weak points is the best thing that you can do, and you'll kind of discover them as you're putting them together, any weak sort of points. So right, got that down. Now we just need to press these two together. Just press those down as well. There we go. Now it does say on the packet there that after 10 minutes is pretty good. After 24 hours it's even better. There we go. And there is our house. It's almost done, so let's add some finishing touches now. So let's show you how to put together the dormer cover for the top. So here I have this die. Let me show you the dies again. We have this die and this one. This one will make this lovely dormer at the top there. So I have that folded down already, and this comes with all of the flaps as well, so there's no complicated things here. Okay, so these tabs on this straight piece is what's going to add to the house, and this section here with these tabs attach onto the dormer just like that. That's the dry run. Hoping you can see that because it's black cardstock and it's difficult to tell. Again, glue would be easier for this bit. She says as it slides. Okay, so there is the dormer. I've got a few more to make, and I'm just decided I'm going to use my heat gun to attach these. Heat gun, hot glue gun. Right, let's get the rest of these done because I've decided I want a dormer for each section, each window. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of dormers. Okay, so we have all of those on now. Don't they look wonderful? That sort of looks like a face actually. Okay, so we have a gap here, so I'm going to be adding my front door. Okay, so here is, I'll just grab it. Here is the door die. Now this does have a score line just there in case you wanted to cut that directly in there to make a working door, but what I've done is I've just got myself a craft knife and continued cutting just through that score line to make a separate door. Okay, I'm just going to pop that on there, add that on with some glue. And then I can continue decorating. There's so many different accents that you can pop on there as well. And if you pop along to my website, helengriffin.co.uk, the link will be down below for this project. I will have the measurements for the base of this box as well. It's very, very simple, easy to make with your scoreboard, so it's super easy. So let's get everything put together now. I'm going to have this cat just here, and then I'm going to add this tree either to the back or to the side. We'll decide where that goes in a moment. If you want to, you can have the cat sitting right at the top there, or on one of the dormers just there. I used to have a black cat that did just that. Got himself stuck a few times. Sometimes he'd come in through the top window. But that was in our old house where we actually had these sorts of windows too. So I'm just going to pop in there because this cat's a good cat. He's not going to be doing anything silly. Okay, right, so let's get our tree on now. So some houses have their trees right up against the edge or on the side. Now, bearing in mind I'm going to have to take this to Create and Craft. I'll be travelling, so everything will be fitting into a suitcase and in boxes. So I'm being mindful of how delicate this is because I have to travel with this. So I'm just going to pop this tree just there, just on the end, just there. It might look good with another tree on the other side as well back here, or you can add the gate on the back as well. That wouldn't look good, but maybe a gate on the side, that might look good. But I am wary on travelling with all of these extra bits flapping on the side, so I'm going to keep it to a minimum. And make sure you join us for those shows and also for the Craft Live shows as well. And that's going to be a whole ton of fun. So that is how you put together the Haunted House Lantern die set. So much fun. There we go. I love that. I really do. I do really enjoy making these sorts of things. These are going to look lovely if you make like a village with these too. I mean, you could have every house different. You can make an advent calendar for Halloween, like make 12 of these houses and number them, and a little treat inside each one. So many different things that you can do with this. And on the house numbers, you can just add your numbers as well. So that, and this is Vicky's light up card. Absolutely love that. Isn't that spooky? It's wonderful. Okay, I'm babbling on now. So everything that I've listed is everything that I've used today is listed down below. Give me a thumbs up if you like this one, and I'll see you again soon.